So you move back to the will linebacker position. What is that? How is it different now for you in the 4-3 under or over as opposed to the under?
It gives you a little bit more freedom to run because you get to drop down safety on your backside a lot more. It's not too different from what Will was when I was playing Will 2 years ago. I mean, I guess I still played it last year too. So it's not too different in that aspect, but there's a couple different things with coverage, stuff like that. So it's been a little bit of adjustment, but not too much.
Is it difficult at all to kind of be switching positions as much as you have?
Not really. I mean, the two inside guys are pretty much interchangeable. They always have been. And so the change back and forth is not that big a deal. I mean, like I said last year, I played, we had the three-man rotation with myself, Joe Bolden, and James Ross. And I was the guy that kind of went in and played both of them when, the other guy was in. So I knew both Mike and Will last year, and the differences between them are not that great.
It's only been 3 practices, but how has it been working with Coach Madison?
It's been fun. He's a guy that knows his stuff, obviously. A little bit different perspective in the room. It's been good so far. I've learned a lot already.
Was there any sort of, you guys had 2 non-padded practices, or not full padded, and then you came back after 10 days off. Is there any rust from that, or did you guys just pick up where you left off?
I'm sure there's a little bit of kinks here and there, especially you get 7 days off or so. Guys, kind of forget some things, stuff like that. But at the same time, I think it was nice for some guys to have the chance to get in their playbooks a little bit with that downtime. Get those first 2 practices, get the taste of football back in their mouth, and then kind of get that break from it just to think about it. So, I think I had both pros and cons.
Senior year coming up, how have you sort of changed your approach? I mean, that now you're going to be looked at as one of the leaders out there on the field, obviously.
It's different. I can't believe it's gone by as quick as it has. But I just try and take that senior leadership role that I remember when I was a freshman, coming with those guys. Those older guys helped me along so much. When I was trying to learn things and get my feet wet and had no idea what was going on here. It was just complete chaos for me. So just trying to help those guys and being a senior from that aspect, bring them along and be a leader.
What are some examples of that you're doing out there in the field?
Yeah, just like those younger guys that are getting the opportunity to play a little bit more, played on scout team. Guys like Mike McCray. Michael Ferns coming in early, guys like that. They just haven't had the opportunity as much, just work with them, especially, in the film room, in meetings, kind of help point things out, and then on the field, too, talk to them when they're coming off on the sideline, things that they need to work on or see a little bit better. I think from what I've seen in the offseason, there's been a lot of encouragement. There's been a lot of team chemistry so far. Some of the things that we've gone through in the offseason as far as, adversity, getting guys, get their mind right for workouts that they, might struggle with, things like that. And I think the team chemistry so far and then coming into spring ball right now is pretty good, and I think it's just going to keep progressing as we go through summer.
Is it better than what you had, the feeling you had last year?
That's hard to compare. I'm not going to compare teams.
Okay.
How important, though, is it to stress that throughout the entire thing? Because, that can be there great now, but, in October it goes away.
It's definitely an emphasis that, the season's a marathon. Yeah. It's not a sprint. And, what this team is able to establish this spring, this summer, everything like that needs to carry up all the way through November, December, into January. So, it's something that is definitely stressed that the season is a marathon, and we need to, embrace that and get ready for that.
There were late game moments where the defense, had played well for most of the game and then, struggled in key plays, key situations. What can you specifically do to remedy that? Sometimes those were young guys, I guess, but...
Consistency. The ability to get off the field on third downs, like I talked about, the ability to, block out those big plays. It's, it can't be a stop for 2 drives and then let one go. It's got to be a sense of consistency, and that comes with, guys working together, the chemistry, the experience, all those things. They all tie together.
Does that have anything to do with the fact that it was the fourth quarter? Do you think guys tightened up and stuff like that, or is that just those plays happen to come in?
Are you asking for sense of conditioning?
Well, no, not just in any sense. Mental sense, it's a clutch moment at Penn State, Nebraska, etc., things like that.
I don't know. It's hard to pinpoint one thing. It's a lot of things, I think, tied together.